Hello guys, what's up? My name is Aayush Khanna and you are watching our channel Aayush Khanna classes. So this lecture is for CS executive company accounts. Okay, CS executive company accounts. Whether you are in old syllabus or new syllabus, the course remains the same. Okay. Now, first lesson we are going to start with share capital. Now, what's share capital? Share capital is a type of investments which is made by the public in a company, which is made by a public in the company, whether it is a private company or a public company. Okay, uh, every company, every person who is making an investment in a in any company, let's say a private limited company, then for example, Mr. X have made an investment in a private company limited. So Mr. X is a shareholder in the company, whether he is holding one share or 10 shares or 10,000 shares. Okay, there are total now there are total two types of share capital, two types of shares. One is equity shares, one is equity shares, and one is preference shares. I'll be teaching very fastly because it's for 70 marks, and though the syllabus of company accounts is huge in CS executive, okay, as we compare to C intermediate or CMA intermediate, CS executive company accounts has a huge syllabus, and plus there is 30 marks auditing in your syllabus. So that make the syllabus very vast. Okay, now what are preferentials? First, we are going to talk about this. What are preferentials? Preferentials are those which carry the following pre- preferential rights, which carry these preferential. I think the spelling is wrong here. Which carry these preferential rights. What they carry? First, the payment of dividend at a fixed rate. The payment of dividend of fixed rate. For example, the company have 12% 12% preference shares. In this, the 12% is the dividend amount. For example, the company earned a net profit of 10 crores. So out of 10 crores, 12% is minus 12%. 12% is to go dividends for the preference shares. Okay, and the second thing, it have the return of capital on winding up of company. The return of capital on winding up of company. So both the rights, must exist in order to say the in order to say the shares as preference shares. Okay, and the rights are conferred by the articles of association of the company. Articles of association. Okay, I hope you got it. Now, preference shares can be issued as redeemable preference shares. Preference shares can be issued as redeemable preference shares. What does redeemable preference shares means? It means that the preference shares might be redeemable at a certain time period. Okay, at a certain time period, and preference share holders do not have any voting rights. Do not have voting rights except when the dividend is outstanding for more than 2 years in case of cumulative preference shares, and for more than 3 years in the case of non-cumulative preference shares. Okay, now what is equity shares? Equity shares. These are normally risk-bearing shares. These are normally risk-bearing shares. Equity shareholders will get a dividend and repayment of capital after meeting the claims of preference shareholders. Firstly, preference shareholders would be given the share of amount. Will be given the amount, then only the equity shares will be provided. And at the time of winding up of a company also, first preference would be to preference shares, then equity shareholders. Okay, and equity shareholders have the right to vote in all the meetings of the company. Okay, in all the resolutions placed before the company, and so now what would be share capital in balance sheet? The Companies Act have prescribed the form of balance sheet. As you know, this is the balance sheet of a company. Here particulars, notes to accounts and rupees. Firstly, shareholders funds, uh, equity and liability shareholders funds. Under here, the first thing comes is share capital. It will go to note number one. We While solving the question, if the question asks for us, if the question asks us for preparing balance sheet, first share capital, the amount would be whatever would be the amount of share capital, you have to make the notes to accounts for the same. For example, the company has issued 10,000 equity shares and 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, of rupees 10 each, and 12,000 equity shares, so 12,000, 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each, and the authorized share capital of the company, let's say, is 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, and 30,000, 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each. So in this notes to accounts, I'll take up with the next page. In this notes to accounts, what would be our presentation? Let's see. Notes to accounts. The prescribed form of the share cap of the balance sheet is as follows. As we have to give the description of share capital. Firstly, we would give authorized share capital. Authorized share capital uh, amount 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. 2 lakhs. And the 30,000 12% preference shares 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each. I think it comes out to be 30 lakhs. Yeah, 30 lakhs. Total amount 50 lakhs is the authorized share capital, and the company issued 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 1 lakh, and 12,000 था ना? Yeah, 12,000 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each. Amount 12 lakhs. Total 13 lakhs here. And let's say the public have subscribed for 9,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each and 10,000 preference shares. So we'll write here subscribed share capital 9,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 90,000 and 10,000 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each. Amount 1,20,000. Sorry, not it's 1 lakh. 1 lakh or 10 lakh? 10 lakhs. Okay, 10 lakh 90,000. So this amount of 10 lakh 90,000 would be transferred to balance sheet, and not these, not these, not this. Okay, this is just for presentation purpose. This is just for presentation purpose. Okay, let's say if the company have authorized share capital of equity shares only of rupees 10 each, then we would finish it here. Okay, no need to write total. You will finish it here, no need to write total, and finish it here, no need to write total. Then in that case the amount would be 90,000 in the share capital. Okay, now next topic, issue of shares for cash. Issue of shares for cash. I hope you are writing the all the content side by side. I hope. If you're not writing, then just to copy it. The shares can be issued at par at premium, and at discount. Now you'll say that the Companies Act does not allow shares to issue at discount. Okay, so this discount is in the case of ESOP, that is employee stock option plan. Okay, employees stock option plan. Now at par, what does at par means? For example, the company, let's say A Private Limited, have authorized share capital of equity shares of rupees 10 each. Of rupees 10 each. Okay, and it has the company has also issued the shares of rupees 10 each. Then in this case, rupees 10 is our par value. In this case, we call as par value because there is no premium and no discount. Now, what is premium at time of issue? Let's say the authorized share capital consists of equity shares of rupees 10 each, and the company issued, for example, the shares at rupees 12 each. Shares at 12 each. Then rupees 2, that is rupees 12 minus rupees 10. Rupees 2 is our premium. Is our premium. Okay, and at discount, rupees 10 is the authorized equity share capital, is the amount of per share, uh, and it is issued at rupees 8. So rupees 2 is in this case also is our discount. Okay, it's also our discount. Now, what will be our journal entries? I hope till here you all have noted down. Now, journal entries. Firstly, right here, order, order. Now, what does order means? What does it mean? The sequence of entries have been prescribed by the Companies Act, and we have to strictly follow these entries only. We can't change the order of entries. First entry can't be done secondly, and the second entry can't be done firstly. Okay. First, in the first case of at par, if the shares are issued at par, let's say the company have issued shares at rupees 10, 10 each. Okay, in this, I am assuming that the money received is in installments. First case of installments issued rupees 10 each. Is, as you know that when the shares are issued, the money received is in various forms. Firstly, with application money. Let's say rupees 2, allotment money, rupees 3, first call, first and final call, let's say. first and final call. That's rupees 5. Okay, so in this case, our very first entry would be bank account debited to a equity or preference share application account. If nothing is mentioned, whether the company have issued equity shares or preference shares, then you have to simply write share application. Okay, rupees 2, and the narration would be being amount received on application. Second entry, second entry would be equity share application account debited to equity share capital account. The same amount of rupees 2. Okay, same amount of rupees 2. Third entry would be on allotment. Firstly, we would make it due equity share allotment account debited to equity share capital account, being amount made due. Then fourth entry would be, then we would receive our equity share allotment amount, bank account debited to equity share allotment account, rupees 2, sorry, rupees 3. Do write these entries. How many entries are done? 4 entries. Fifth entry is our first and final call. So first and final call, account debited to equity share capital, amount made due rupees 5. 6.1, last entry, bank account debited to first and final call account, to equity first and final call account, rupees 5. Okay, but if we are given with the first and final call rupees, sorry, first call rupees 3 and final call rupees 5, final call of rupees 2, so in that case there would be one more entry, that is, so in that case we would not take a final call. Okay, we would do a one more entry, that is equity share the final call to equity share capital, and then bank to final call. Okay, I hope you are clear with this concept. In the next lecture we'll take up with the next entries, in the case of premium. What if we are given with the case lump sum amount? If the amount is received in lump sum, in that case our first entry would be bank account debited to equity share uh, application and allotment account. Here would be our amount of rupees 10, And the second would be equity share allotment and uh, application account to equity share capital account, rupees 10. And write the narration accordingly. Okay, I hope we got the concepts. We'll In the next very lecture we'll take up some sums and more entries of shares issued at premium. Till then, revise it, revise this very much, okay, and do share and subscribe my channel for more free lectures, okay, and for more free lectures. Thank you.